It is the 15th of February, meaning that it's been around 1.5 months since I started consistently posting on Instagram. And until now, it's been going very good. I have been able to post a reel every single week as I set myself as a goal in the beginning. And yeah, until now, I'm pretty happy with overall how it is going. For the past 3 weeks, I actually was in Bulgaria for the brand that I'm also working for, Numa. I don't know if I've really talked about it a lot, but basically there I didn't record too much content for my personal Instagram right now around these videos. But as I said in my last video, where I actually did that in the 2 week update, so that video, haven't done one of these in a while. But there, I was talking a lot about batch content, or batching content. That was the key takeaway of that one, that like just raw video. And I'm gonna be honest, the batch content, at least filming, worked really well. I also batch script wrote the 3 reels, the 3 tutorials that I made. Then I batch recorded them, but I unfortunately didn't batch edit them all at once, but I would do one video kind of at a time. So there I'm still, have place to improve. But yeah, before I went to Bulgaria, I also, as in the video, I was talking about how I want to get like a calendar, a whiteboard calendar, which I can visually then see exactly when I want to do what on what days. And over the time, it did arrive, and I have it right here. Basically, it arrived, and it's this big ass whiteboard right here. I do have to admit that I don't love that it's from the first day is Sunday, because of course I like having the first day Monday, because to me that is the beginning of the week, right? But yeah, it's fine. Like, of course, I don't know if one saw it, but here in the on delivery, unfortunately, it did get a little bit bent right here. But I mean, that's not too bad, as it'll do the job. And I think it's going to be really nice to be able to visually see, when do I post, when do I have to do what, or want to do what. Maybe I currently only have this one whiteboard marker in black. I definitely would consider, I'm going to consider maybe ordering some different colored um, whiteboard markers, so that I can, of course, see, like, red, for example, is the post day. That is, I have to do that on that day. And then I can, for example, do green for recording and blue for, yeah, editing, So I really have a visual, maybe even matching my Notion. So it's really all kind of connected. Definitely going to be looking into that. But here, of course, and I'll always basically only have 1 month at a time, which I really deliberately have to update. And I think that's really going to help me. I'll have it on my desk, and I can see, okay, that day I have to post that. So definitely liking that. And I hope it'll also help me with batch recording, and just in general working in batches. Now that I am back, of course, I'm going to be able to really put that into motion. Now, next week, I am going to actually be going to the mountains with my cousin to go snowboarding. Pretty excited, first time this year. um, so I don't know how good I'm going to be able to, really start batch recording, um, all this stuff. So I still have enough content for this week, and then afterwards, I'm gonna be really able to start doing that. I have another relatively big project that I am planning. I'm not gonna say too much yet. I think that is for a little later, but for now, I'm definitely liking how it is going. Um, yeah, just overall, I'm finding my rhythm. Of course, it's always a little hard when I'm in Bulgaria, for example, and it's a completely different environment. I don't have my camera set up as well, but definitely I've gotten a couple of things for my camera, like a little clip that I can like easily take on and off my camera, so I don't always have to like screw it on. Way easier to do. Overall, I have to admit that I'm really getting more comfortable with DaVinci, overall as a editing software. Unfortunately, the animating part of it is not fully there yet. I don't have that intuitive, just I know where what is. That's definitely something I want to be looking into more. But yeah, whenever I get a new idea, I write it straight into my Notion, which is really, really nice. Now, talking about, stats, views, Of course, I told myself in the beginning, I don't care about views, I don't care about the numbers, it's really just doing it for me. And I really do stand by that. Of course, the numbers, they don't lie. So if the videos are getting low views, it just does mean that the video, doesn't specifically mean it's bad, but something about it is not proper yet. And I gotta admit that my videos have been performing the best on TikTok. Um, Not my main platform, let's say, as I really focus mainly actually on Instagram. And on Instagram, truly, I'm really confused as to what's up with my account because I haven't gained a single follower, not even one. Um, and in general, the videos cap at around 120, views every time. So I don't know what's up there. I'll continue doing it and maybe consider, I don't know, I don't want to create a new account, to be honest, but maybe if I after 3 months I still see absolutely no progress there, I might have to consider doing that. On TikTok, honestly, that one has been the most, number wise rewarding I've had. I've been able to gain around like 50, 60 followers, which is pretty crazy. My most viewed tutorial video has gotten around like 4,500 views, a couple of comments, actual people saying, damn, I actually learned something new. Thanks. So that is, of course, the best thing I can hear because I know, okay, these videos that I'm making, these things that I am teaching are actual things that people might, didn't know, which is really cool to hear, of course. And yeah, on YouTube, of course, similar views, not really doing, not, let's say, rewarding in any way. But again, of course, that I'm not doing it for the views. Now, for YouTube, I haven't really been doing like any long form videos where, of course, other than my raw videos, I have a video idea that I saw someone else doing, and I really, really like the idea where it's basically a spec ad, meaning you create an ad for a brand, a company, or something without them actually, hiring you. It's more, I guess, just for the experience, for your portfolio, I guess, and I really like that idea. So I'm probably going to be creating my own spec ad on a product or brand. I'm not exactly sure which one I will be doing, but it's definitely going to be something, cinematic, outdoor, as I definitely want to be focusing on that cinematic angle. And yeah, I think I'll be creating the actual video, which is going to be like the video, which is going to be a cinematic video, but then I'm going to, really also document my entire journey on how I actually created, how I storyboarded it, really see it as a project. Um, and yeah, probably it's going to be on some kind of clothing. I, in general, am a big believer on no logos, as I feel like logos are kind of like ads. You're just a walking billboard. I hate having a huge logo here. I would never do that. And in general, I'm not really into like prints. I like my clothing really just plain, just one color, clean, simple. Usually also one colored. Not really like lines or anything. I don't know. That's the style I guess I got into, and I really like. Um, and yeah, there's clothing wise actually a lot that I want to talk about in general about the material that gets used for a different video, um, because this is more about updates, how I'm doing, just talking about, just overall how it's going. I think that's basically it, the most key updates. I think definitely I want to record maybe even once a week these videos and actually post them a little more consistently, or not consistently, but like closer to I record it. So let's say I record it today. Today is Sunday, and then I post it on Friday, or I actually post it right next week, and I don't wait as long as my other video I recorded almost half a month ago, and so it's not even that relevant anymore when I posted. And these videos, they're raw videos, they don't take a lot of time to edit, because that's the point. I wanted to keep it raw, uncut, and just really to be able to document each step as I'm going. So yeah, that's definitely something I'm going to be doing. And of course, batching. That is still yeah, my main concern, or my main thing I'm going to be doing, of course, with this whiteboard that I showed. And yeah, I also bought some like whiteboard papers. There's another one here that I'm not going to be showing because that's, I already wrote down some to-dos which I'm going to be using, but it's basically the same point where it's like little whiteboard papers. I hope one sees it, that it's not too bright. Basically, the one that I'm using is just like a lot of little dots. It's the same as my notebook. And yeah, instead of having to, um, take a new paper and throw that away, ton of paper waste, it's a whiteboard, so I can just erase it, reuse it. This one, the grid one, I really like as well. I think this one's gonna definitely be pretty convenient. Not really sure for what yet, but yeah, I like these. They feel super weird, and yeah, I think these are the type of things to buy that are actually like, they're actually gonna help me, because I have it there, I have it visually, because having my to-do list on Apple Reminders, I feel like, due to the fact that it's not always right there, right here next to me, I don't always see it. And here I had this that rewarding feeling of really taking your pen and doing that X. It's amazing. Um, but yeah, I think that's everything for this week's update. Um, of course, also one other thing I just want to say is my notebook, this one right here, I have been using, let's say, less than I have been wanting to, because I feel like it was really helpful to create a system around it. And now that I have my system, um, I know what to do. So I straight up, boom, don't have to think about how am I gonna do it, but more, okay, follow my system, and I have a video in the end. So yeah, but I think for ideation, especially for my for this next project I'm gonna be looking into, I think I'm gonna start using it a lot again. Um, and yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and thanks for my future self for actually consistently doing it. I believe in you. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to see my journey. See you in my next video.